Please welcome to the field your London Beefeaters!
It's Friday, August 29th, and we've got the visiting St. Clair Saints taking on your London Beefeaters. Both teams 3-0, looking for that first place spot, and let's get into it. First play of the game, the Saints with the kickoff will recover this one and go right to work on offense. Saints will hand this ball off to number 2, Doyle Marshall, who will march this one down to the 5-yard line. We'll get a great big tackle from number 99, denying the effort. That's Devin Frey. And then Gwinnett will put this one in the air to Jaden Shallow, and that's the Saints' first touchdown of the game, 7-0. On the following kickoff, Elijah Prosper of the Beefs is going to take this one over 70 yards on the return, and the Beefs are on offense. Beefs back on Fonte putting this one in the air. It's picked off by 26, Damari Joseph. Then we'll see Gwinnett looking to put the ball in the air as well. McFarland with the bat down. Special teams action for the Beefs later in the quarter. Rivardo split the uprights and put the first points on the board for the Beefs. It's 3-7. Saints knocking on the door again. We'll see a big open field tackle from Wes Schneider. And then the Saints looking to run the middle, but this one's stuffed nice and good and finished off by number 30, Zach Hepburn. Gwinnett will need to put this one in the air to score. He'll connect with Marcielo Mendez. Then we'll see Fonte having some success in the air as well with a nice connection to Voyer and Visavath. It's the end of the first, and it's 14-3 Saints. Second quarter, and the Beefs are marching. Here's Elijah Prosper with the first touchdown of the game for the Beefs. We got a 10-14 football game. Gwinnett putting this ball in the air. It's tipped, and here's Josiah Temperman Okito with the pick. Beefs back on we'll see Fonte with a nice connection of Voyer. No score on the drive. Saints back on offense. Gwinnett puts his ball in the air to number 88, Riley Segriff, and then Gwinnett will put the ball back in the air. He's going to find St. Kitts Park for another Saints touchdown. Later in the quarter, Saints back on offense. Gwinnett will launch this one into the end zone again, and it's another St. Kitts Park touchdown. And we'll head into the half, 32-10 for the Saints. Third quarter, the first kick off of the half, and the Saints return this one all the way to the house, making the game 39-10. Beefs jump back on offense. We got things rolling here. Here's a nice connection to Ferguson from Fonte, and then Prosper trucking down the field for a first down. Fonte keeping his arm warmed up. We'll find Visavath down the field. Visavath's going to pull this one in, and he's taking this one all the way to the house for another Beefeaters touchdown. Later on in the quarter, Beefs capitalize on a fumble recovery, so let's go right back to work on offense. Let's have Fonte find Ferguson down the field again. Nice yards after catch. Then Fonte's going to find Michael Downs, who will bring this one within striking distance. And then TJ Fonte on the keeper is going to get this one across the plane. Touchdown Beefs. Saints putting this ball back in the air. This ball is going to be tipped by Fadia, and Schneider's there on the spot to pull this one in. Nice little pick for the defense. Fonte goes back to work, finds Ferguson once again. Then let's have a successful connection with Voyer, who's going to get some nice yardage after the catch. And then a couple of healthy runs from Mr. Elijah Prosper, getting us closer, but no score on the drive. Saints back on offense. Gwinnett decides to call his own number. Great coverage here from the Beefs defense. Good gang tackle too. Beefs back on offense. We give this one to Nick Fonte, who's going to pound this one up the middle. And then we'll see the Beefs punt this one away and recovering this one after a little deliberation from the Zebras. Beefs Beefs continue on offense. We'll see Fonte hitting Voyer one more time, and that's the end of the third quarter. It's still 39-24 for the Saints. We'll flip to the fourth quarter now. Fonte will find Voyer down the field. We're knocking on the door, but the Saints defense do a good job of holding them to a field goal. 3 more points on the board for the Beefs. Saints on offense now. Gwinnett's going to put this one up to Mendez, who'll take this one 45 yards after the catch all the way to the house. Beefs back on offense. Nice connection from Fonte to Downs. Great job of trucking after the catch. First down, Beefs. Fonte looking to put this ball back in the air, but this one's going to be picked by number 28, who's going to make a house call. That's Nick Baini. Gwinnett, later on in the quarter, puts this ball back in the air. He's going to find Shallow down the field, so we'll put it back up to him one more time. Let him finish the job. Touchdown, Saints. And then the last special teams play of the game. Beefs will punt this one away, and we got big number 91 trucking down the field to make the tackle. That's Noah Williams, one of the players of the game. And that'll pretty much be the game. 62-27 is the final. And the Beefs will head on the road next week to take on the Sioux Cougars.